Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Souls Intersect. I have your October of 2016 intuitive tarot reading. If you're interested in booking a private reading with me, please email me at soulsintersect@gmail.com, or you can book through my site following the link below. Okay, I'm really drawn to this Ten of Cups card. I'm just going to list the cards for you. So I've had some people ask about that. So the top row from the left, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Ten of Cups, and Temperance. And then on the bottom row from the left, the Ace of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So with this Ten of Cups and then the two major arcana surrounding it, I'm definitely picking up that a lot of you are either on your way to meeting someone new that can bring you emotional fulfillment, or are on your way to completing a cycle or going to a new level with someone who you're romantically, emotionally involved with. The Emperor and the Temperance here, they both have a lot of fire energy. And I'm not picking up on them as people in particular, though being fire related to fire signs, the fire signs of Aries and Sagittarius, that may ring true for some of you, being a general reading. But I'm really feeling the fire in terms of the passion and the spiritual connection that brings forth. And this just feels like a very beautiful, fulfilling coupling, and also a lot of passion behind it. So it's not just that emotional fulfillment, but it brings with it this really strong sense of passion. And being the major arcana as well, I'm really sensing that this is going to be monumental for some of you. So some of you could very well be meeting with a soulmate, someone that you are possibly meant to have a long-term relationship connection with. So that is the loudest of the energies in this reading. And of course, there's some messages that come along with it. With the Nine of Pentacles on the left being in the same row, I feel that the strongest message there has to do with your independence, your own sense of freedom, independence, individuality, and embracing that. So if you have been single for a while, or if you've been maybe in a partnership where you've reached a certain comfort zone, like you still have a lot of free time to yourself or something like that, that may be challenged in either one of those circumstances. The Ten of Cups energy it brings in also that family energy, and so there could be commitments related to that and additional responsibilities. And so the Nine of Pentacles being here is really reminding you to maintain your independence and individuality and continue to embrace it and hold your ground. You know, being a Pentacles card, I'm picking up on a really strong sense of that, of holding your ground, especially because the fire, the passion can kind of take you away sometimes. And then it's interesting because we have the Ace of Wands below it, which also is about that fiery spark. So it's as if you're surrounded by it, something passionate, a strong pull. And for some of you, if it's not related to romance, it could also be a dream of yours, and a creative type of work, or something you've been trying to pursue, either in the creative realm or spiritual realm. And so also that could be something that there's a lot of fulfillment in store, but there's also a lot of fire energy surrounding you. So the message there too is to stay grounded and remember what your goal is, and keep a clear vision of that and stay grounded. If it is work related, it also feels like there's promise for financial success with the Nine of Pentacles and even the Eight of Pentacles, which denotes more how busy this could keep you. And I also feel that the Eight of Pentacles is showing us some of that responsibility that can come into play with the arrival of a Ten of Cups energy. So, there's always kind of two sides to things, and this is something that, it's not all roses. There's also going to be responsibility with that. About that, I see some air cards surrounding that Eight of Pentacles. So I want to focus on that. I'm feeling your energy in both the Two of Swords and the Page of Swords. I feel that let's start with the Two of Swords. I'm not picking up so much on the element of choice, but more so this idea of more of like a mental block for this reading. And I believe it has something to do with that being surrounded by all of that passion and fire energy. It's what I'm picking up on is that feeling when you have a creative idea and you really want to jump into it, but you're having trouble making it materialize, manifesting it, because you're having trouble formulating or coming up with a way to bring it into reality. So the mental or logistical part of it is challenging you, even though you feel the creativity there. So it does feel like possibly related to work. There may be some sort of mental block. It's almost like you getting in your own way in regard to something. It feels mostly work related, but I also think it could come up around challenges that may be brought about by additional responsibilities because of a new relationship entering or a relationship being taken to a new level happening. So in that case, I'm not sure what the mental block would be, but it feels like a similar energy where you're getting in your own way a little bit. You may just be thinking about it too much, and you're being encouraged to try to let the creative energy flow through you, and also remember to follow your heart and to not let your thoughts and your mind and logic get too much in the way. It feels especially amplified because the Page of Swords is there as well. I'm also getting that for some of you this may be a child, so I'll come back to that. But I'm also feeling it as an aspect of you thinking of something in too basic a way. That's what it's feeling like to me. And I do feel it in regard to additional responsibilities that you're taking on. Some of you, it may just be having trouble organizing it, having trouble coming up with a plan or putting the plan into action. And for whatever reason, it feels like it may be A, too much thinking happening, but also B, thinking of it in too basic a way. And I don't know what that means necessarily, and it's going to mean something different for those of you that this pertains to. But I'm really drawn to the feather also in the Page of Swords. And it's similar to the Two of Swords energy because both of them carry this meaning of, again, trying not to let your thoughts get in the way. So relying on your heart, following your heart, and trying to get the heart and mind in sync in some way. And that may be where the idea of it being too basic comes in, because I get the sense that if there's something that you're looking for a solution to, probably having to do with responsibilities or getting busier in some way, my sense is that you may be thinking of it in too basic a way, in the sense that you believe that it should be more black and white, and it isn't necessarily. There also may be a sort of block where you're not understanding why a certain plan isn't working, and I feel that the Page of Swords there is coming in to say, drop that plan. If you're not understanding why it's not working, because it may seem like it should, it may seem easy and basic, I'm getting the message to drop it, to come up with something else. You have the creative energy there. Use that to try to get behind some of this mental energy. If you must make a decision, if you must come up with a plan because of being surrounded by responsibilities, try to use the creative energy towards that as much as possible. possible. Okay. All right, Gemini. So I hope you have a great month of October. If you have any questions, please leave me comments and feel free to email me as well, soulsintersect@gmail.com. Thank you.